Alright everybody, let's get on to what everybody wants to know. As you can see, the spur gear and pinion gear are completely, sorry, my light is good, but it's not that good. As you can see, this spur gear and pinion gear are completely sealed, which is always a good thing. It just 5 screws and it's off, but tucked right down in there is your pinion gear and of course your spur gear. Now, I've owned several cars over my lifetime. I've been into this hobby for 12 years. My T-Maxes don't have it. My Offna did, and this is what it had. That's not grinding. That is a metal spur gear on a 1/10 scale electric car. Like I said, the only time I've ever seen this is on Nitro, and that was on my 1/8 scale buggy. 64 pitch, no, 48 pitch, my bad. 48 pitch, 64 teeth. It's got a 29 tooth hard anodized spur gear, not spur gear, but pinion gear. Extreme. When I took this car out of the box, that's right where I went to. I wanted to see what the gear was, what I was getting into. Now you go to Exceeds forum on their website, and there's a guy on there, I can't remember his name. Unfortunately, I can't log into my account anymore because somehow it got deleted. Imagine that. But he used a part off of Tamiya. I think it was the TB03, which was a spur gear adapter. Unfortunately, I don't have to do that because this is 48 pitch. The brushless cars, when you get the brushless cars, now I believe they run 32 pitch, which they figure will hold a lot more power. I don't know what brushless kit they're using, how many kV the motor is. It looks the same as the ESC looks the same as my my Easy Run on my Cup Racer. But I was glad that I didn't get the 32 pitch because I don't like meshing them. I hate meshing them on nitro cars. Have no luck. I've stripped many gears on my nitro cars because they decided to use 32 pitch, which is for, of course, more power. It holds up a little better. I just don't have any luck with it. But this gear, it really sold me. I'm happy with it. Like I said, the transmission case is completely sealed. No issues yet so far. Alright, now let's get on to the fun stuff that I found when first pulled the car out. Where to start? There's 3 things that I did. Fortunately, one of them wasn't really needed, so we'll get to that one last. But these other 2 on my car in general, had to fix them. Turn this flashlight on. Sorry, I don't have very much light. Let's see. Like I said, I'm trying a new camera setup, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Where is it? Right there. As you can see, I sanded the chassis down where the turnbuckle was. Because on this car, maybe it's just this car, I don't know. I turned power on to the car and the controller. I'd go full lock and it would go. I know you're not supposed to do this with a servo, that's why I'm doing it slow. It would turn, it kind of stop, hesitate, and then it would turn. And I found that, like I said, it was, oops, we can't see it. Right there, as you can see, and I'm trying, guys, just bear with me. Okay, there we go. I just took it and sanded it down to where it was pretty even, and it worked. So just a quick figure there. There's a better shot right there. You can see how I sanded it down. It's rounded off, so it looks like it's supposed to be like that. Battery. Don't know if it's just me also. Great body pins that they sent with you. You kind of fight taking this off from the factory. As you can see, there we go. One side has been sanded, which is the side that holds the standard 6L. And that's your saddle pack piece right there that holds your saddle packs. I figured I was just going to use the standard 6L considering I don't have any saddle packs. And this side would catch right there. If you look, you've got, oops, let's see, there we go. We've got no room between your case and your pin, which I think they could have moved the pin over a little bit. But hey, do what you got to do, I guess. Now, if you just set it on there, it goes right on, no troubles. I can take this off and flip it over just to show you what it did. You could always get it on that side, but as you see, you really can't get it on there. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, once you get it on, why don't you just turn it off to the side? Well, I don't like doing that because it has a tendency, maybe I'll break a pin, and now it's stuck. I'll maybe break a pin knowing my luck, so I just take it right off. Goes on easy, comes off easy. The other thing I did really wasn't needed, like I said, but they include a plastic turnbuckle for the center length to be able to transfer steering from one wheel to the other, and it was just a hunk of plastic. It looked cheap, so what I did is I went down to my hobby shop and bought a set of ball joints and some threaded rod and just made my own tie rod. That way I don't have to buy another one of them cheap ones. I never had any luck with those on my Fortec. I ended up making one out of aluminum, just a piece of plate aluminum, and that worked. So maybe I'll make it out of aluminum, maybe some silver aluminum, so it matches my deanodized, and just polish it. I might do that. That's a pretty good idea. I didn't even think of that till now, so maybe I'll just do that. Yep, there you go again in the previous video, the wonderful differentials. I still can't get over these differentials. Yeah, let's cut off here. Alright everybody, just a quick showing. Cup Racer. Team Exceed RC, Driftstar. Definitely a difference. There is a complete size difference. This Cup Racer, actually what that actually is a 1/12 scale, but they call it True 10. Why? Couldn't really tell you. They just decided to make a smaller car, and I'm actually glad they did because bodies look realistic. Fortunately, with the 200mm, the 190mm bodies, don't matter what kind of body you get, don't really look to scale. You get a big car like a GTR next to a Levin or a Torino, and the same scale, say it was the same scale right here, the actual 1/10, and it just doesn't look realistic. You know, I'm more or less, I wanted to get realistic, so I bought the Cup Racer because it was small, agile. I got a good review on it, so really I haven't done a review on this, so I really should. I'll probably do it after I finish getting the review done on this one. But we're going to wait on this. We're going to see how this review does. But here's a side shot of the Levin. Get this out of the way. There's the Team Exceed and the Levin. Really, it looks bigger on camera than it is because I'm farther back. Imagine if I got closer, you could actually see the difference. There is a noticeable difference. What really gets me is to really tell you how small. Sorry, I'm not really prepared. I didn't have the body pins off. To really tell you how small the Cup Racer is. Let's get this out of the way. Compared to the actual 1/10, there's a 1/10 scale. Oh, I don't want to throw this body. I don't want to break it. There's the Cup Racer. There is an extreme difference, I can tell you. But, like I said, this body looks more realistic than this body. And like we covered, this body is just a stamp body to get the cars out. But it works. So let's cut here and then we'll get to my final review.